And now, Carter the Great Theater. During the performance this evening, please, no photography or video recording. Tonight's featured show is about to begin. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the magic.
Our featured performer has entertained audiences on 6 continents, from the Hollywood Magic Castle to the London Palladium, with thousands of theaters, cruises, colleges, corporate and private events in between. Please welcome back to the House of Cards, your Chief Impossibility Officer, Joe M.
Well, here we are! Finally, the good people. All of you are here. My name is Joe Turner. How about a round of applause for my friend Miles, who's been working so hard on my tech all week long, making sure that all the lost children find their way down to the theater and in here. It's great. So my name is Joe Turner. My job for the next, 25 minutes or so is to entertain and astound you with a number of the amazing skills and abilities that kept me from dating in high school. It's going to be great fun for you in this very intimate setting. Let's start. When I first started learning to do magic, all the books said you should start by getting some money from your mom's purse or your dad's change, and just put it in the back of your hand and try to balance and see if you could open and close your hand without dropping the coin. That was the first thing. Try to get some sense of spatial awareness of how your muscles work and how your hand works. And then the book said put it on the back of the first finger, or I guess a flange of the finger, and lift up the second finger, isolate the muscle, try to pull it down vertical so it flips over directly onto the other finger. And it said that you should do that with all of your fingers. And I took piano lessons, so I picked that up pretty fast. And the book said that if you did this every day for 5 or 10 minutes, then over time it would get smoother and faster and faster and smoother. And the book said that eventually, if you did it long enough, people would clap. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Yep. 24 minutes to go. It's going to be great. Now, my friends were like you. They're like, well, that's cool and all that, but it's not really magic. Magic's when something disappears from one place and reappears somewhere else. Right? I'll do it again for the people who didn't like it the first time. They'd have 2 tries. My friends were like you. They were like, well, that's cool. But clearly you're using sleight of hand. You're hiding the coin behind your hand or up your sleeve or between your fingers somehow. That's how you're concealing it. If only you had some kind of barrier, a barrier made of steel or titanium or silk, so that when you put the coin in your hand, we know it's not going through your fingers, we know it can't go up your sleeve, then and only then, if the coin vanished, might we believe that it was done by magic. And that is a pretty good trick. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah. This is the clapping card. That's where it went, and down there. I'm so glad you. Yeah, so not much dating in high school. I will say that by the time I got to college, if I could make drinks. Oh no! I found the level of the room. We'll set that down. So let's be honest. This is a crowd that is small but mighty, here for the final show of the night. And we'll see if I need to adapt a little bit of the show to match the needs and circumstances of the audience that I'm working with. I normally, at this point, would ask some of the gentlemen in the room if they happen to be wearing any rings, wedding rings, class rings, signet rings. Oh, we've got a couple. Are there any on this side? And it was Cody. Might I borrow your ring just for a moment? Will it be very careful? Amanda, I promise it's coming back. Is it broken? Is it solid all the way around? Yeah. It's not. And is this gold or titanium? I can't see in the dark. What is it? It's titanium. I'm going to put it on my finger so you can see it, also so I don't drop it. And was there a ring in the back. We've got one here. All right. And it was Paul. Thank you, Paul. I'm going to put yours on my finger as well. And then last but not least, Anthony. And so we've got 3 rings. And yours is more like a signet, is that Masonic?
Yeah.
Very good, very good. So 3 rings, 3 different kinds of metals apparently. We're going to use these rings to try to create an experience for all of us to enjoy together, right? Because that's why we're here, shared magical experiences. For most of us, it's going to be a moment, it's like a magical metaphor for the importance of human connection. For 3 of us, it's going to be a moment that we realized we might be going home with new people. So let's just see, I should have pen or pencil. This. There it is. See if we can do this so you can all see. 1, 2, 3. Can you see? You're physically linked onto the chain. You know, Cody, in some cultures, when the shaman mystifies the tribe doing magic with their things, they respond by clapping. See, yours was the silverish one, is that correct?
Yes.
And then yours is the one over there, yes? Do you see it physically linked? What was your name again?
Martha.
Martha,
That
are
was
you?
my grandfather's ring. That's
Are you
great.
okay? I hope he's okay with it.
Yeah.
So let's see what we can do here. I'm going to start with, let's see if I can get this one off for Cody. We made it a little bit easier because there's a little crack in it. So that one comes off for you. Round of applause for Mr. Cody. Now, what do I do with bucket rings? Let's try these last 2. Let's see what we can get in here. Yours was yours. The grandfather ring is the Masonic ring.
Yeah.
I'll try to be very super careful with that. Go through there, so you guys can see those. Don't blink. 1, 2. That's pretty cool. Well, let's make sure everybody's rings are back in the same condition they were when they loaned them. Please take yours and make sure yours is the same. Check with Martha. Round of applause for my 3 participants. This is something that we've not seen before. All right, and that's intimate magic. This is something close up, but not quite as close up as you've enjoyed with my friends. Who's here tonight? We've got Frankie and Mark and Adi, right? Did you guys see them out there? Fantastic. Different close-up performers every night, so please make plans to come back soon and see some other performers also on this stage. Let's shift gears. I've shown you bottles and rings and visual sleight of hand. I'd like to shift gears now and maybe work with some of the women instead of picking on the guys this time. If you would, I'd like all the ladies in the room to identify a memory that they have in mind. I'm going to give you some categories. I'm going to let you go in these categories. Category A, maybe it's your first crush. Maybe you remember, puppy love. Little boy in class or across the street or something like that. Someone you can remember having an early emotional attachment to. Or, second category, maybe a city or a country somewhere in the world that you visited and would like to go back to. Or someplace that you feel like you would feel drawn to for some reason, right? A city. Or, lastly, if none of those do it for you, maybe a gift. Maybe a gift you received for a birthday or Christmas or some special occasion along the way in your life. A gift that meant something to you, that you can really visualize. So I'm going to ask 3 of you to write down, just print on a business card, the gift. And so over here in the back, your name? Jenna, if you'll take it and just print that, you might have to hold her drink right there. And let's do someone, how about you? What's your name? Kelly. Are you an I or a Y or an IE? Okay, Kelly, like the green color, very good. And then last but not least, how about Lily? If you'll take that and write down and just print your memory on the line. And once you've done that, fold the card into quarters. So half one way, half the other way. And hopefully with your memory on the inside, so it's not so obvious. But you'll see what we're going to do with it in just a moment. So they are busily right. I think you're done. So if you'll drop that into my side pocket, and I'll take the pen. Thank you, Kelly. Jenna, 1 N or 2, just out of curiosity? 2 N. If you'll drop that in the side pocket, and I'll take the pen up here. Thank you. And finally, Lily. If you'll drop the card in the side pocket, is it folded twice? So I can't tell whose is whose, and I'll take the pen. Thank you. Very good. Now, my friend Paul on the front row, you have a very important job. Please hold up one finger high in the air. That's a good choice on that thing. Really thank you for that. And if you will put it in the pocket with the cards all the way to the bottom and stir. Just mix them up really good. That's good. You can lift your hand out. The reason I ask him to do that, it's not just funny. It's because people think, well, he watched that, she put hers toward the back and she put hers toward the side or something. So he would know by position whose card was whose. And I don't want that to be possible, and that's why I asked you to mix them around. I'm going to try to do some lie detection. There's 3 memories in here. I'm going to take one out and look at it, and I'm going to ask each of you if this memory is yours. So I'll say this memory to you, I'll say it to you, and I'll say it to you. And each of you are going to say no, okay? So when I ask you if this is yours, you're going to say no. That way, one of you will be lying. I will attempt to identify who is lying by voice, body language, and so on and so forth. So no matter how I phrase it, I'm going to ask you to say no during this segment. Do you understand the rules? Perfect. Very good. I'm just making sure you're paying attention. So here's the first memory, and I'm going to ask all 3 of you, and you're all going to say no. Jenna, are you thinking about Long Island, New York? Kelly, are you thinking about Long Island? Lily, are you thinking about Long Island? Kelly, are you thinking about Long Island? Kelly, are you sure you're not thinking about Long Island? You're absolutely positive? You know how I can tell you're telling the truth? Because Jenna's a liar. Jenna is a big liar. This was you were thinking of Long Island, New York, correct? A round of applause for Jenna. You did great. Let's get the next one out. I'm not even going to look at this one. I'd like you, Khalid, to hold on to that one. People are thinking, well, maybe he can tell by the way the pen's right, or there's some kind of marking on it. I won't even look at it. I'm just going to let him open it up, and he's going to read it. He'll tell me what it says in a minute. And then I will ask Kelly and Lily if this is the memory that they were focusing on. The mathematically inclined among you have probably noticed that my odds have improved. Because now it's 50-50, but it still has to be right. So I'm not even going to look. Khalid, what is the answer on this one? What is the memory? Scotland. So I'm going to ask Lily and Kelly if they're thinking of Scotland. They're both going to say no. Kelly, are you thinking of Scotland? Lily, are you thinking of Scotland? Okay, those of you who are listening heard that she probably extended her no on that just a little bit more than she did, but it did feel genuine. Let me ask again. I'm going to go backwards, and I think I may have poisoned the well by saying that. Let's see. Kelly, Scotland. Lily, Scotland. She did the same thing. Okay, that's. I feel like you might be trying to. You might be just trying to fool me on purpose, but I really did feel like that was genuine, and I'm going to say, telling the truth that this does belong to Kelly. Have you been to Edinburgh? Very good. I was just there about a year ago, so it's a beautiful thing. Round of applause. So Lily, obviously we know this is yours. So I'm going to ask you to please come up on stage. Yeah, we're off the yeses and nos now. We're going to watch your step as you come up. Thank you for helping. I'm going to let you reach back in that pocket and take your card out. Hold it folded in your hand. Let's say in your right hand, in your clenched fist above your head, and think about what you've written. And so now that I know it's hers, I'm going to try to go maybe one step deeper. And just not even worry about the card. I want you to picture the memory that you have chosen. And the first thing I'm getting is that this is not a city, it's not a location. We have Long Island, we have Scotland, but you've chosen something that is not a location. In fact, you are thinking of a person, isn't that correct? And this is a young man. About how old are you visualizing this person? Yeah, you can answer.
Third grade.
Third grade. So 8, 9, something like that. 8. So little. Picture this person. And third grade. So this was someone in your third grade class. Think about this person's name. Are you thinking of a first name and a last name?
Yes.
Okay, because I was getting one name, but I wasn't sure if it was a first name or a last name. It feels like the first name is a last name. Isn't that correct?
Yeah.
That's weird, and the last name is not really what I thought. It's weird.
It's a weird name.
It's a weird name. Think of it, don't say it out loud. I'm just going to show you guys what I'm getting. I'm not exact. I don't understand. Is the first name Harrison?
No, but
Is it close?
Yeah.
I was getting something along that name. This is what's throwing me. I don't understand this. I was wanting to say like a game, but I'm not sure. What was the name of the person you're thinking of?
Hatcher Chucker.
Hatcher
Chucker.
Chucker. Well, I'll be honest with you. I think I got close. I got Harrison Chucker.
That's good.
So I'm going to count that as a pretty close. I've never heard of Chucker as a last name.
My friends all call him Hunter Gatherer because now I can remember his name.
Well, it's very nice that we had a little tribute to him this evening. A round of applause for Lily. She goes back in her seat. That's wild. Okay. Let's see. How are we feeling? Got time for another one or two ideas?
Please.
Well, let's Lily, while you're here, do you happen to have your phone handy?
I do, yes.
Does it have signal? Can you check and see if you have any signal down here?
I have one bar.
Does anybody else have a phone with them that happens to have? Martha, does your phone have signal? Amanda? I know you're not supposed to take pictures, but that's not what we're doing. We'll just try something a little bit different. I don't get to try this with every show, but who's got a decent signal? Kelly's got a couple of bars. You got two? I don't know. Well, just here. Come on up, Martha. Let's bring Martha up and see if we can play with Martha. Very good. And if you will, open your phone to your browser. So, are you in?
I was looking at White Castle.
That's right.
Like
you did
what
look.
states it's located.
Okay, that's fine. That's just go to a browser window. Very good.
Window, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, very good.
Okay.
And we're gonna look something up in a second. We'll set that down. But before we do, we're going to let you roll an imaginary 6-sided die. So it's like you're gonna play Yahtzee with one die. Just roll it in your mind and think about the number that you've rolled. Don't say it out loud. I don't want you to forget. I don't want anyone else to know what it is. I want it to be only in your mind, but I don't want you to be able to change it. So I want you to reach in there and just grab a card that matches the number that you're thinking of. Have you got it? Very good. She's now thinking of her number. We'll put the cards away. Just put that in a pocket or under your shoulder or something like that. So you're now thinking of a random number on a die. Very good. We've got your phone. We're going to use this magical device to go to the source or the compiled knowledge of all human understanding. I've gone here, right there. Can you recognize that? Where we've gone? What is it? It's Wikipedia. This is not only is it the source of all human knowledge, but it is also a good way to waste about 3 hours of your day following along. So I'm going to look something up. I'm just going to go right there, and we're going to see if you can read my mind. And very good. I'm gonna let these guys see what I'm looking up. I'm just going to click it right there. And it comes up. First question, I'm sending it to you. Can you tell where I went to college? Getting any sense?
Michigan?
Oh, actually pretty, kind of zeroing in. I'm going to give you a clue. Clang, 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 clang. Cowbells. Any idea? Cowbells?
SML?
No. They play that at pregame. They play that at
Okay.
pregame. That's right. I went to Michigan. So I'm just showing you how Wikipedia.
Okay.
And so on Wikipedia you go and you click on the blue links and it takes you all over, and you can go from one subject to another, and you never know where you're going to end up. I'd like you to think of something. Let's go to the search.
Okay.
And just click in and type in either your favorite subject in school, or a person, or a city, like we kind of did before. Maybe if you something that might have an article on Wikipedia, and you can. It's not a secret. You can just click it.
Okay.
So you went to New York. Could be the state. Oh, you went to the city. Very good. And as you see, you can show everybody. Just scroll down. It's got blue links that go to everywhere. Click on a random blue link. What did you click on?
Can we say it out loud?
Yeah, say it out loud.
Millionaires?
Millionaires. Now turn it around so you can see what you're doing.
Okay.
And scroll down to a blue link anywhere. Click on it. What did you click on this time?
Communist.
Communist. All the communist millionaires. All right, and click on a random blue link. We're just going to follow this web of knowledge through all of human existence. Click on another.
Coal.
Coal?
Mm-hmm.
Coal, which they need in communist countries, apparently. Very good. All right, click on another one. Let's see where we're going now.
All right. Surrealism.
Surrealism. We've switched into art.
Yes.
Surrealism. Very good. Click on another.
Petroleum.
Petroleum. We're back to the coal. I don't know what the petroleum. Very good. And let's do a couple more.
Okay. Nihilism.
Nihilism. Philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's good that we've done that so that if this doesn't work, it doesn't matter. So let's do another. What do you got?
Alright, statistics.
Statistics. All right. Statistics. You can click on some more if you want to, but everybody at this point knows how Wikipedia works. Very good. Now, here's the thing. These things don't look like they have anything in common. But the fact that we're all here together is statistically extremely unlikely. That we would all be here together at House of Cards on this evening. Right? Think about all the strands of the multiple timelines that would have to come together to knit us together to be here tonight. It seems highly unlikely. And that you would be here with us doing this. But could be destiny. What was the number that you rolled on the die? Where's your card? She rolled a 3. If we look at the third letter, you got an M. If you go to the third letter, we've got an R, an A, an R, a T,
Stop.
an H.
Oh my God, this is the Winkies. What's so weird?
On your phone, you did a great job, and I think it's just proof that sometimes things that seem random aren't as random as they appear. How about a big round of applause for Michael? You did great. Well, as it's time for us to wrap up, I feel like the fact that we're at House of Cards, I should at least do something that uses some decks of cards or a deck of cards. So let's get the rest of these, and we'll all play, or as many people as would like to play will play. I'll drop the cards from one hand to the other like this. Somewhere along the way, I'll ask some of you to call out stop. Wherever you say stop, that's the card that you'll remember. All right, so Cody, please say stop anywhere. That'll be your card. Got it? Please don't forget. If you forget, this is so bad. I was a management consultant in my previous career. We would call this a mission critical task. So please do. Amanda, say stop anywhere. That'll be your card. Now, I noticed you waited a little bit longer. She was being very patient, I guess very deliberate on the exact spot that she wanted to stop. That's good. You helped earlier, Jenna, so let's go to Clay. Say stop anywhere. Stop. Oh, that was very fast. So that'll be your card. Thank you. Remember that. And Khalid helped. You haven't helped. Please, Kate, say stop anywhere. That'll be your card, Kate. Very good. What's your name, sir? Matt. Nat, say stop anywhere. Stop. That'll be your card, Matt. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 over here. Let's do a couple over here. How about Jet? Say stop anywhere. Stop. That'll be your card. So you'll be number 6. And Anthony, I borrowed your ring. And Martha, you helped. What we got in the back? Let's ask Anthony to say stop anywhere. Stop. That'll be your card. And Anthony's wearing glasses, so I'm trying to look away so I don't accidentally get a reflection, because that would be cheating. I mean, I'm gonna cheat, just not like that. I have different ways. So 7 cards, 7 times as hard as a regular card trick. I'm gonna try to find all 7 cards in amazing and magical ways, working this overflowing room into an emotional frenzy, unlike anything you've ever seen before. Now, I will say, a lot of people see these card tricks and they're like, well, those magicians, you know, they're just putting all the cards on top so they know where they are and they can find them. But nobody's stopping the top 6 or 7 cards. Nobody's card is in the very, very top. Some people say, well, he's got them all on the bottom and he's dealing them like a crooked gambler off of the bottom. Nobody's card is in the bottom 6 or 7 cards. Nobody stopped at the bottom. Although you were pretty close. You stopped close, but not in the bottom 6 or 7 cards. Some people say, well, those magicians, they stick 7 fingers from their hands into between the cards to remember all the spots where people stopped. But you can see, I don't have any things stuck or trying to hold spaces or remember anything. In fact, I'll just set them on the table so they're completely out of my hands. Think of your cards, and we'll start with Anthony. Visualize your card. In a moment, I'm going to ask you, picture, yes, what card has just turned face forward in the deck? Not that one. I didn't say it would be that one, Jet. Relax. There's one of them on the inside that's turned face forward inside, yes. What was your card? Say it. Are you sure? Well, it's close. I had the 3 of spades. Was it the 2 or the 3?
It was the 3? Yeah.
I'm sorry?
It was the 3.
I trust her.
Yes.
Well,
You were correct.
Well, it's all we have to do is take one off the middle, and we'll just change it to it. That'll be fine. You come to the House of Cards, you expect. So there's the 2 of spades. Are you okay? So let's move on. I think before you guys we had. Jet, what was your card?
The King of Diamonds.
The King of Diamonds. I keep an emergency card in my pocket, just in case someone chooses the King of Diamonds. Super lucky for me, which is so good because that's the same card that Matt, you had the King of Diamonds also? You had, what was your card?
Oh, close.
It's very close. It's very closer than you think. In fact, it's so close. It's right there is the 5 of clubs. So that raises a very interesting question, and that question is, Jet, how did I get the king of diamonds back in my pocket when you were watching me the whole time? That's the part I don't understand. We'll use the king and the 5 together to find, I think it was Clay's card. You didn't have the 5 of clubs or the king of diamonds? Okay, well then we'll use these 2 cards as if they were a pair of tweezers, all right? But not to remove any, I don't know, unwanted. Let's not even finish that. I didn't know where we were going. Think of your cards, say it out loud now. Jack of clubs. Invisibly, the jack of clubs flies through the air across the valley of the shadow of death. It lands right over here where I grab it between the tweezers. One card, it's facing the wrong way. That is in fact the 8 of diamonds. Wait, who had the 8 of diamonds? Oh, we have the 8 of diamonds down here, and you had the jack of clubs. Well, I'll do the best I can. Watch carefully. 1, 2, 3, jack of. Thank you. I'll be honest with you. We've done 5 of these cards so far, and the emotional frenzy isn't quite what I expected. So I have an idea. For the last couple of, who's got a card left? Just you 2 right down here? For the last couple of cards, instead of a polite clap after each one, we'll abstain. We'll let the pressure build. And if we get both, it builds. And if we get to the end, we get both of them, explosion of magical joy. It's going to be great. So, Amanda, what was your card? 5 of spades. To get the 5 of spades, I need complete silence, which I've gotten so much of. Sadly. 5 of spades. 5 of spades. 6 years of college. The 5 of spades. 5 of spades, hold it. Now you want to. Cody, don't tell me yours. Think about yours. Don't say it out loud. Imagine it floating in space between us. Just picture it floating in space between us. Visual. Oh, I'm getting an image. Martha, through the mists of the mind, I'm getting an image. It's Hatcher Chucker. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's a rectangle. It's a rectangle. I'm seeing it. It's a rectangular card, correct? Yes. I told you I was a management consultant. We start by observing the obvious. That'll be $85,000. It is a red card. We'll do it left-handed. I'm seeing a heart. It's a heart. Left-handed without looking. 1 card leaps from the deck visibly, flies through the air, lands in my other hand. It's pretty cool by itself, really. But it's only the finish of the show if it's the correct card. What was your card?
3 of hearts.
The 3 of hearts. I'm not even going to look. I'm just going to show it to all of you. And I'll know if I got it from the emotional frenzy. Here we go. All right. Oh, please. Well, keep your seats. You guys are so much fun. Thank you for coming out to House of Cards Nashville. Hey, go on Google and write them a great review about the time that you had tonight, and please enjoy coming back to visit us real soon. All right, have a great evening.